Hi, everybody. I'm here to bring you a reading for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, if it applies. My name's Gabrielle. I didn't mention that a second ago. And away we go. Overall energy, we have the Four of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. Now, this reading is for the season of Gemini. I know we're wrapping it up quickly. I apologize for the delay. We have the Magician, the Five of Pentacles, the Hierophant. We have the Ten of Wands, the Three of Swords, the Lovers, the Sun, the Queen of Cups, and the Temperance card. In the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. So what I get immediately, right? I see someone who's like front and center, right? This stance, right? Look, she got her hands on the hips. Like, what's up? What you got? Everybody standing around them, looking, waiting on what they gonna do. You know, all these wands is lit. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like somebody's coming from a voyage, right? You got the ship in the background. That ship reminds me of the Eight of Wands, because in this deck, the Eight of Wands is the ship moving, and there's a couple dolphins, and so there's swift communication, right? In some aspects, but this is like acting on one's emotions. It's like a quick action for emotional peace. See how calm the water is back there? Yeah, quick action for emotional peace. That's that Four of Wands energy is what I'm getting. To bring in stability, to bring in calm. But there's a lot of people watching. A lot. A lot of people waiting for you to fuck up. Waiting on you to, like, crash and burn, actually. You got, like, some wildling in the background. Like, and I mean a real fucking wildling. Covered in claw, like, animal furs type shit. Yeah. You you even have people, I don't know, these it looks like, I don't know, military, service people, something, some people in authority watching. Yeah, you got some interesting folks watching what you gonna do. Hmm. How all of this is going to balance out. It's interesting because when I see this Two of Pentacles, it definitely reminds me of the Magician. You know, all the tools on the table there. And here you have a craftsman who's actually picked out which tools they're going to use to work this all out. Yeah. Mm. It's like you got some people rooting for your success. You got some people rooting on your downfall. But it don't even fucking matter because you're aware. Like, you're hyper aware of this. Like I said, hands on your hip. What? What? Mm. That feels very confrontational. Feels very confrontational. And the tools that have been picked up, I see an axe and a sword, right? So we got sharp words with even sharper actions. Mm. This person is very, very grounded, like very, very grounded. Like they are truly focused on the task and the work at hand. I see two large pentacles. So I feel like there are two different objectives here. Okay. Yeah. Working on stability, working on peace, working on calmness. A lot of action, a lot of effort. Magician, Five of Pentacles, and a Hierophant. You know, we have, it's interesting, right? Because there's a fork in the road, right? You see these paths, but there's a point where they join, and then they branch off again. But in the middle, on that slab, you see all of the elements. You see all the tools that are required to keep everything just so. You see how here you have the sword blocking this path, right? But this one's open. It's like you have the ability to change and move, and like this is real creation, manifestation energy. Like you literally have all the tools to shift anything, the change of course, direction, the flow, everything. And it's like here, it's like you've blocked off this energy of lack, of this almost woe is me, Debbie Downer sort of energy that was hindering, see, the paths coming together. Because in the Hierophant, as much as that's about relationships, it's also about higher learning and higher knowledge. See how he's coming out of the cave. Because of the action that was taken for emotional calmness and stability, right? That was, I guess that was what needed to be blocked off. That this Five of Pentacles shit, it's just like not good enough, not enough, not enough, not enough, just more, or whatever. Like that's really what I'm getting from that. But that had to be set aside. That had to be blocked, like literally blocked out, in order to move forward, to achieve this, as my girl would say, sanguine sort of energy. Because it seems like before you were able to block that off, right? Before you were able to understand how much power, control you have of your physical world and universe and what comes to you and what stays away from you, it was very burdensome. It was heavy as fuck. It didn't seem achievable. It didn't seem achievable. It left you dry and in a state of desolation. Not being able to distinguish the horizon from the actual line of the earth. You know what I mean? Like it was just blurry. It was an illusion. There was delusion. There was a lot of uncertainty. Things just way too much. And all of that led to this Three of Swords, this very heartbreaking energy. But it's like all of that was necessary because this heartbreak, right? It's like, to me, I see this as almost like you have masculine feminine principle, right? In order, see the divine feminine, see the feminine energy, in order to bring this person up to a higher vibration, you see where the swords are being placed, they're like at gut level. There had to be some sort of death of the ego, a rebirth, a resurrection of some sort. A literal choice, like a choice to be happy, a choice to love. It was a lot of decision making. And I also get a sense that's like, there are, look, I'm not even on front, y'all. I'm trying to keep this light, but there is some fuck shit. There's another set of people who've gone through some third party energies, and there were people meddling in their relationships and that sort of thing, and created the division and caused someone to walk away from a partnership. I see that very heavily here too. But again, all of this is about choice, because a mentality, responsibilities, burdens. Ten of Wands, Three of Swords, that's some heavy shit. So you know what I mean? So I feel like somebody was weighing the options type shit, and it was like, okay, I could be with this person, I could be with this person, I could be with this person. But at the end of the day, there's only one real choice, right? And you always choose love. And here's why. Because when you find an unconditional partner, right? Someone who loves you through thick and thin, that needs to be valued. It really should be. Because there's many a song about how money can't buy you love. And it's a reason for that. Money doesn't buy happiness, because it doesn't. Happiness is an internal thing, number one. And love is an inexplicable thing. It just is. And so there's a reason why monetary associations can't be placed on them. You can buy affection. That's different. But I'm not getting into that lecture. But, you know, someone had to figure out what was truly important in order to put down these burdens and to block off those other paths that wasn't going to lead them to anything but bullshit. Okay. Right. Okay, hold on. And so in order for someone to find their happiness, they literally had to choose love and like to focus on it. Like really focus on it. And here's the funny part, right? See how she's holding the golden apple with the cup, right? Look. He's got a golden apple. See the woman with the cup in the middle? She's the most meekly dressed. She's bearing the most. You know what I mean? Like, meaning like she's hiding the least. The other woman is draped in full regal regalia, but it looks nice, but she's hiding a whole fucking lot. She holds the world in her hand. You know what a person has to do to control the world? All right. This one is dressed in full armament. She's ready for battle. Do you know what a person has to get through and go through to be in this constant frame of mind, battle ready? This person decided that they were going to use their heart and kill off the lower energy, the lower ego, and choose love. Temperance, healing, balance. And the rainbow keeps coming up, right? I love the rainbow, I do. And it's funny, I've been talking to people, I'm like, listen, no one person can claim the rainbow. No one group, organization, or anything like that. And here's why. We can share it. Let me just put that out there. The rainbow is significant to many cultures around the world, not just leprechauns, but to Christians and Jews alike the world over. It's a reminder of a pact, of a covenant between God and his children. And so when you see the rainbow, right? Remember, Christ died for our sins, but what he showed was true unconditional love, because by our own moral compasses, there are lots of people you would never lay down your life for. And even though Christ knew the type of people he was actually laying his life down for, he also said, Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. They just don't know. So it was a willing sacrifice. That's unconditional love. When you willingly give of yourself just because, even though that person may not be 100% deserving, but really who is? Besides children. And we see how people abuse their kids, so even the most innocent among us don't get the treatment they deserve. So this person decided that happiness, that their happiness, their true happiness, that sun card, comes from the person who pours the most loving energy into them. They chose love. over money. They chose love over riches. They chose love over intellect. They chose love because it truly is the highest vibration in the universe. Nothing else even equates to it. So it's a no-brainer why this person would choose love and to focus on love and what love can bring in. And let that energy be healing and balancing. Okay, Virgo, I was nervous. I shit you not. I put these cards down and I started fucking shaking. I'm not even joking. I'm a fucking Virgo, okay? And let me just say I was nervous. I put them cards down and I didn't know where they was going to take us with this because as much as I meditate, I free flow, I channel. So what I say ain't really mine. It belongs to some higher shit. So I'm happy they worked this out like that because I was like, whoa. Okay, because it was looking a little treacherous. But again, see the fog, see the illusion. I think Neptune's in retrograde to October or some shit. All that shit done. Anything that was fictitious and not clear, oh, it's over and done with. I can see it clearly now. The rain has gone. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Let me see if I can pick up the other energy. Death of the lower ego. Figuring out what was right. No, actually it kind of coincide. Okay, now I'm going to leave it at that. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. Light and love to you all. Thank you. Bye.